She couldn't spell the word. The room went silent. Then came the laughter. They mocked her, made fun of her, but she didn't give up. She went home, studied harder than ever. Watch how she came out successfully. Welcome to Movie Mix Recap. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more recap. Akeelah is an intelligent and quietly passionate 11-year-old girl living in South Los Angeles with her widowed mother Tanya, her older siblings, Kiana, Devin, and Terrence, and her baby niece, Michaela. She attends Crenshaw Middle School, a predominantly black institution with limited resources and low expectations, where her natural brilliance often goes unnoticed. Though Akeelah has a love for words and spelling, she keeps her talents hidden out of fear of ridicule. She often skips school to escape bullying and a classroom environment that doesn't challenge her. Her life takes a turn when Mr. Welch, her school principal, discovers her impressive spelling abilities. Hoping to raise academic morale at Crenshaw, he pushes Akeelah to participate in the upcoming school-wide spelling bee. She initially resists, not wanting to draw attention to herself, but reluctantly agrees after Mr. Welch threatens her with detention due to her mounting truancy record. To everyone's surprise, Akeelah not only enters but wins the competition effortlessly. Watching from the audience is Dr. Joshua Larrabee, a former college English professor who has temporarily stepped away from academia. Intrigued by Akeelah's natural talent, he approaches her after the bee and gives her a few advanced spelling words on the spot, all of which she nails. Convinced of her potential, he suggests that she aim higher, perhaps even the Scripps National Spelling Bee. But when Akeelah later visits his home to ask for coaching, she comes off as disrespectful and demanding. Disappointed in her attitude, Dr. Larrabee initially refuses to work with her. Determined to succeed, Akeelah starts studying alone. Her days are filled with dictionary pages, late-night practice, and quiet determination. When she competes in the district-level spelling bee, she initially loses by misspelling a word in the final round. However, her older sister Kiana observes another contestant cheating and alerts the judges, which leads to Akeelah being reinstated and qualifying for the next round. It's at this point that Akeelah meets Javier Mendez, a cheerful and friendly 12-year-old Mexican-American boy from a more affluent school in Woodland Hills. He introduces her to his school's spelling club and invites her to join. There, Akeelah meets Dylan Chu, a stern, competitive Chinese-American speller who has placed second at nationals 2 years in a row and is now in his final year of eligibility. Dylan dismisses Akeelah as an underdog and warns her she won't get far without a professional coach. Back home, Akeelah's mother Tanya is overwhelmed. She struggles as a single parent, grieving the death of her husband, who was killed in a mugging 5 years prior, and dealing with Terrence's run-ins with the law, Devin's absence due to work, and Akeelah's declining grades. When Tanya learns that Akeelah has been traveling across the city alone to Woodland Hills and is still skipping classes, she forbids her from competing in future bees and enrolls her in summer school. Undeterred, Akeelah forges her late father's signature on the permission forms and resume's secret training, this time with Dr. Larrabee, who eventually softens and agrees to coach her. Their sessions are intense. Dr. Larrabee isn't just teaching her to memorize words, he's teaching her etymology, linguistic roots, discipline, and self-confidence. He challenges her to stretch her mind and not just rely on raw talent. Over time, they form a close bond, though he remains guarded about his past. At Javier's birthday party, Akeelah plays a game of Scrabble and nearly defeats Dylan, embarrassing him. The celebration turns sour when she overhears Dylan's father berating him harshly for nearly losing to a little black girl, showing the toxic pressure he's under. Meanwhile, Tanya discovers Akeelah's deception and confronts her at the state bee just as she's about to spell her word. Furious and heartbroken, Tanya scolds her daughter in front of the audience. However, after speaking with Dr. Larrabee and Mr. Welch privately, she comes to understand Akeelah's passion and relentingly allows her to compete. Javier buys Akeelah some time by delaying the round, saving her from disqualification. Akeelah, Dylan, and Javier all advance to the Scripps National Spelling Bee. Afterward, mother and daughter begin to heal their strained relationship. Tanya opens up about her fears, how she couldn't bear watching another child of hers lose or be hurt. With her blessing now in hand, Akeelah redoubles her efforts. But just as things seem to be falling into place, Dr. Larrabee tells Akeelah he can no longer coach her. She reminds him too much of his late daughter, Denise, who died young of a terminal illness, and the emotional weight has become too heavy for him. He gives her 5,000 flashcards filled with advanced words as a parting gift and urges her to finish the journey on her own. Feeling abandoned and alone, Akeelah becomes overwhelmed. Her best friend Georgia distances herself, thinking Akeelah has changed. The neighborhood begins to expect greatness from her, adding pressure rather than support. But when Tanya sees her daughter breaking under the weight, she reminds her that she isn't alone. "Look around you," she says. "You've got 50,000 coaches right here." Inspired by those words, Akeelah rallies her community, her classmates, her siblings, neighbors, teachers, and even the local barber, to quiz her using the flashcards. Her training becomes a neighborhood mission. Dr. Larrabee later surprises Akeelah by quietly returning to support her. Without her knowledge, he purchases 4 plane tickets for her family to travel to Washington, D.C. for the National Bee. Tanya, Mr. Welch, Devin, and Georgia accompany her, proud and supportive. Georgia and Akeelah make peace, and the warmth of their friendship is restored. At the National Spelling Bee, Akeelah becomes an audience favorite with her charm, poise, and brilliance. Word after word, contestant after contestant, the field narrows until only 2 remain, Akeelah and Dylan. During the break, Akeelah overhears Dylan's father berating him again, pushing him to win at all costs. Sympathetic and wanting to ease his pressure, Akeelah plans to throw the competition so he can win. But Dylan, fed up with his father's obsession with victory, intentionally misspells his word too. He tells Akeelah he wants a real challenge, not a gift. They agree to keep spelling until one of them misses fairly. Word after word, round after round, they demonstrate incredible skill. Finally, the judges run out of words and the 2 are declared co-champions. The audience erupts in applause. In a poetic moment, the final word Akeelah spells correctly is pulchritude, the same word she had failed at the very beginning of her journey. Akeelah wins not just a trophy, but self-belief, the love of her community, and the realization that intelligence can flourish anywhere, even in South Los Angeles. Her journey becomes a symbol of perseverance, hope, and the power of unity.
If you enjoyed this video, please do well to like, subscribe, and comment on what movies you want us to review for you. Also, turn on the notification bell icon so you don't miss any of our videos. Thanks, and see you in the next video.